Well, that was an interesting development. Hey guys, welcome to today's video. Today we're continuing What If Bardock Stopped Lord Freeza / the Gine Searching for Kakarot's side story, which, as I've said before, is going to be very important when we get to the conclusion of this story. And it also makes this series last a bit longer. Alright, so as always, a quick recap. Bardock was able to stop Lord Freeza's genocide of the Saiyan race by convincing King Vegeta and Queen Cassava to unify the Saiyan race, and they basically used the energy ball, transformed into the Great Saiyan Apizaru, and obliterated Freeza. But the trouble didn't stop there, because it turned out Raditz, Nappa and Vegeta were missing, and they were basically being held hostage by King Cold and his forces, who has come looking for his son. Now King Vegeta, who has grown to be quite jealous of Bardock, who is pretty well respected from all the Saiyans, considering he just saved the entire race, and has given the lower class Saiyans equal status with the elite. He's trying to get rid of the whole lower class elite thinking that was bestowed upon them by Lord Freeza and King Cold's influence. And so a big deal was struck with King Cold to basically take out Bardock, and basically everything will go back to the way it was, with King Vegeta being the top Saiyan and all that. But thanks to Bardock's foresight, he sees that coming and destroys the treacherous King Vegeta and turns Super Saiyan, obliterates the Ginyu Force and the rest of the soldiers, along with obliterating King Cold himself. And in the meantime, just after that, Gine has asked to go to Earth to find her lost son Kakarot, and she actually has managed to do just that, from finding Gohan's house to eventually having a run-in with Goku at the Tenkaichi Budokai, where he loses his match to Jackie Chan, and from there basically sort of just watching over her son as he went through the Red Ribbon Army saga, which pretty much played out per normal, but Gine had a few moments as well, including when she got to save her son from Commander Black when he's in that giant robot. Gine's not taking any chances when it comes to her baby boy. Alright, and of course the whole fortune teller Baba scene plays out, and Upa gets his father back, and that has all gone as per plan. Now we are continuing right where that leaves off. Now, Goku runs off on his own per his Master Roshi's instruction to learn from the greatest teacher of all, life. No flying Nimbus, travel the world, get stronger in every way, not just in martial arts, but in mind. Learn from the greatest teacher of life. Gine wanted to go with her son and do some training with him, but Roshi insisted that this is something Goku has to do on his own. And that whole training period goes exactly as per normal, with Yamcha joining doing the Turtle Hermit school training, and Gine hanging out with them and also assisting with the training there. Alright, so with that in mind, the training pretty much goes exactly the same, except that Gine is there helping Krillin and Yamcha train as well. You know, keep it all fair. And when the tournament actually comes around, the match between Tien and Yamcha pretty much plays out the same. Yamcha's a bit stronger, but he's still no match for Tien. And of course, Roshi, the disguised Jackie Chan, has his victory over the Wolfman, and Chaozu loses to Krillin, and Goku ends up fighting with Gine. Yes, Gine has entered the tournament and has took Pamput's spot. And they have a little bit of a match. Goku ultimately gets the win. He's not, it's more like a friendly sparring match, and Gine just wants to get a bit of an assessment of where her son's at in terms of power and strength, and she's just wanting to have a little fun with her child. And ultimately she does push Goku a bit, but she does ultimately give him the win, sort of giving her a nice bit of a, as she sort of walks away when she's kicked out of the ring by one of Goku's kicks. It's a pretty good match. It's a much better match than watching Goku beat some guy that we knew he was going to beat. And then we got the semi-finals that play out exactly the same as in the story, along with Tien's fight with Goku, which ultimately ends with Tien winning the tournament. Becoming friends and celebrate dinner. But then Goku realizes he's left his Dragon Ball behind, and Krillin's gone back to get it for him. And then there's that unsettling feeling in the pit of Goku's stomach. And for once, it's not hunger. He is concerned for his friend. He is worried. Why hasn't he come back yet? And eventually, it just gets to him to the point where he suddenly runs off. Krillin! Goku! And he just storms up back to the arena where he sees the tournament announcer guy. He's knocked out, and Krillin is lying there motionless. He's dead. And of course, not too long after that, the rest of the gang show up. Gine is horrified. Everyone is just horrified, Gine especially. Gine is well aware of the relationship between Goku and Krillin. This is his best friend. This is something Gine was kind of hoping her son would never have to deal with. Because at this point, she was pretty much thinking on the terms of letting Kakarot stay here and just go back to Planet Vegeta herself. Just tell everyone, yeah, she never found him. You know, that sort of gist. But now, we're entering the King Piccolo saga. Now things are really gonna get good. Alright, so, and we pretty much know what happens here. Goku pretty much goes, "Bulma, give me a Dragon Raider!" And he's taking off. Once again, as he always does, so impulsive and reckless. Typical Saiyan monkey. No one's thinking straight. They let Goku go. Not even Gine fought to really stop him. And then Roshi, of course, sees the insignia, that this is the insignia of King Piccolo. Nasty demon who terrorized this planet once before. Brought it to the brink of becoming a wasteland, basically. And, you know, this is something like in the terms of like Lord Freeza. Gine hoped there would never be a threat like this on this planet. Something like this, her son is now going to have to face. So, she is worried as heck. Oh, sorry. That'd be my positive alarm, hang on. No. Oh, I've heard too. You heard nothing. My ears only. So anyway, where was I? Yeah, so Goku has flown off, all half-cocked, and goes after Tambourine, and we know how that goes the first time around, and eventually meets up with Yajirobe and everything leading up to Goku's first fight with King Piccolo pretty much plays out the same. Meanwhile, Gine has decided to help Roshi, Tien, and Chaozu Roshi, Tien, Chaozu get the Dragon Balls before Piccolo. And when that happens, and of course Goku's on his way to Korin's Tower after being beaten to near death, and of course King Piccolo, kind of like in Massacre X's What If. I don't really like borrowing things from him, but anyway, it works. Piccolo is battling with Gine when they have where Roshi makes his little stand with Piccolo and has his little battle with King Piccolo has his battle with Gine, who is just thrashing him. Remember, she's even stronger than what she was in this timeline. She's 1,000. She's double what she is in Massacre's What If. And Piccolo, he does try that little cunningly scheme about her son. You know, you're that monkey boy's mother, aren't you? That child I beat so easily. He is dead. Go on, sense him. Roshi taught you, I'm sure. And rest assured, she has learnt to sense energy since then. Spending all that time with Earthlings, she was able to pick it up during that time gap between the training and the second Tenkaichi Budokai, where Tien just won. So yes, she's trying to sense her son's energy. She can't sense a thing. And while her guard is down, Piccolo attacks Gine and gets a really good shot in. And then Roshi tries the Martha Bar, or Evil Containment Wave, if that's easier for you. Piccolo does get caught up on it, but the lid ends up closing like it does in the anime, and the shot is missed. And Roshi, who's pretty much weakened after that, Piccolo just does away with Roshi. And of course, Tien being knocked out and sprayed by Chaozu, pretty much, yeah, big mistake there, Roshi. You pretty much gave out the rest of your backup. He was pretty sure that Roshi was pretty sure Gine and Roshi would be enough, but you know, Piccolo just pushed the Gine button, and Piccolo was able to wound Gine enough to basically knock her out. Remember, when someone's guard is down, they're completely vulnerable. We only got to look at that incident with Sorbet with the raid gun in Dragon Ball Super when he blasts Goku when his guard's down. You can be the strongest one in the world, but once your guard's down, you get hit even by someone with a measly 200, you can be taken down quite easily. Which is the case I'm making here. And so, Piccolo uses the Dragon Balls, he restores his youth, just like in the anime, and destroys the dragon. So Krillin and Chaozu and now Roshi are right now not coming back. And then comes the next part. Yamcha is still reeling from his injury, and now Tien and Gine are both mastering the Martha Bar. They're both out mastering the Martha Bar. Of course, Gine's thinking, I'm just going to end Piccolo the next time I see him, but the Martha Bar, probably the better option. And meanwhile, Goku has made it to Korin and has gone through the whole drinking the Ultra Divine Water, drinking the Ultra Divine water and has gotten stronger. I'd say his power level is reeling close to almost the 400 mark, 450 mark, where Piccolo is more or less around the same. Because as we know, Goku and Piccolo's power levels were King Piccolo's power levels were pretty even, or pretty well even. And we have the battle between Tien and Piccolo. And since there are two of them there, they got two of these warriors. Now remember that Piccolo knows how powerful Gine is. He's pretty much ready for her this time. He's got a bunch of his little legion and warriors there to greet them. He knew they'd be coming back. So that's a bit of a bit of difference from the original story. Piccolo is ready for him this time. He knew Tien and Gine would be back eventually, and the whole battle ends up even. You know, Gine power level's 1,000, but against a bunch of these monsters, she's going to be having trouble, much like Raditz would. Like when I put him in the same situation in What If King Piccolo won. You can check out that video if you want. It's in the description or in the Dragon Ball video playlist somewhere. Definitely check that out. Anyways, back to the story. So they're not having much luck in capturing Piccolo, and Tien does use the Martha Bar, and he does manage to capture one of those monsters, but he ultimately doesn't capture King Piccolo like in the original story. And just when all hope seems lost, that is when Goku shows up. Power level 450, and he's going one-on-one with King Piccolo. While Tien, the only thing Tien can really do is do his best to try assist Gine, who has pretty much taken out the rest of those monsters. I didn't say she'd lose to those monsters, I said she'd be struggling a bit. Meanwhile, Goku and King Piccolo are having their battle, which pretty much plays out exactly the same as in the story. The whole thing, and Gine is watching in astonishment. The sudden boost of power of her son, how much stronger he's become in that period of time. It's surprising for him, and ultimately she's just so happy that her son's alive. And Piccolo and Goku are having that epic battle. Tien does get taken hostage by Piccolo like he does, but before King Piccolo could do anything about it, Gine basically just snatches Tien out of his hands. Remember, she's a power level of 1,000, so she'd be moving like lightning compared to these guys. But Gine is deciding she's going to let Kakarot handle this. Gine has finally come to her decision. And you know the whole, it's time for your terror to end! And King Piccolo is defeated. He is defeated by Goku, and Goku is in pretty good condition. He didn't really get that badly damaged this time because Piccolo wasn't able to take advantage of his weakness for his friends, because Gine was there to make sure this fight stayed fair. Good on you, Mom! Oh wait, I don't know you're my mom yet. But he is now about to. Gine has made her decision. After seeing Goku save the world for the second time, Gine now understands that this is where Goku belongs, or Kakarot. And so she decides to have a bit of a sit down with her son. All the others are still arriving, and she sits down to her son and tells her how proud she is of him. I'm so proud of how far you've grown. To think you used to be such a little, adorable little baby I could hold in my arms. And this is where Goku asks the question, who are you? And Gine fesses up. My name is Gine. I am your mother. Your real name is Kakarot. You are from the planet Vegeta. You were sent here by your father and I when Lord Freeza was threatening to destroy our planet. We had to save you. It was always our intention to come back for you. And she fills him in about who the Saiyans were and everything. She tells him everything and lays it all on the line for him. And it's really a heartbreaking moment because Gine is telling him that I have to go. I can't stay here anymore. And I don't have the heart to take you away from your family and this planet that needs you. But I am proud I am proud of you, my son. And Goku is tearing up. He's met his mother. That whole mystery is solved for him. He's been curious about who Gine was from the beginning, since she sort of wandered into his life, and now he knows, and why she's always looking out for him. She's his mother. And Goku's tearing up. Mommy, do you have to go? Stay with me. We can train every day. We can. But Gine's like, I wish I could, son, but I can't. I have to get back to Planet Vegeta and help your father restore the honor of our race. And I can't bring you with me. And it's just a heartbreaking moment. He's like, but no, I will always love you, my son. And with this, I think that is where we're going to leave things for now.